Lawmakers at the state capitol are racing to finish the state's multi-billion-dollar budget.
That budget is more than $13 billion, one of the largest in state history. New at 5, Fox 23's Rick Marinon is live here with us in studio to break down the massive budget and some specifics that may surprise you for the Tulsa Metro.
Well, just like our own family, state agencies are also dealing with inflation, and so every agency is seeing slight increases, but we also found some interesting one-time funds for some things here in Tulsa.
21 ayes, 0 nays.
I've received 21 ayes, 0 nays. Declare Senate Bill.
All of this noise involves all of us and all of the money the state of Oklahoma has collected from us for services. Tuesday, lawmakers met to hash out what is totaling to be a $13.2 billion state budget. Most of it, around $4 billion, will go to education. Governor Kevin Stitt has been pushing for tax cuts, such as the elimination of the state's grocery sales tax and a reduction in the individual income tax.
When we have a budget surplus and we have the largest savings account in state history, it is very reasonable to give some of that back.
However, the governor's wishes in the way of certain cuts aren't in any bills. Among them, some of the highlights, especially for the Tulsa area in the state's budget: millions to renovate the Oklahoma Highway Patrol Troop B outpost on I-44 near East 21st Street, and money to help complete the OK Pop Museum. And the creation of some new programs, such as 6 weeks paid maternity leave for all state employees, identical to what teachers will now get. A new tax credit program for people who care for family members, especially veterans, could mean $3,000 annually. And a new tax credit program for people who care for family members, especially veterans. They could get up to $3,000. A new grant program known as the Oklahoma House Stability Program that helps home buyers with down payments on their mortgage, especially in federal disaster zones. And despite the governor pushing to privatize OETA, lawmakers are funding the operation for the next fiscal year. If all this seems sudden and fast, some lawmakers agree.
Theoretically, the way that this system works is that we have time requirements so that the public can see what we are doing with their tax dollars. And as trite or trivial as that seems to many, I think we should honor that, and we don't.
Much of this session has been spent on education reform, but Republican leadership says everyone, including Democrats, have had their hands in crafting the final budget. Right now, there are actually 2 sessions happening at once: the regular legislative session and a concurrent special session focused specifically on the budget. Now, if a budget is not passed by Friday, lawmakers can now work into June to get that budget done. In studio, covering news that matters, I'm Rick Marinon, Fox 23 News.